4 weeks ago, Brantford was selling about 30 homes per week. Last week, it was only 22. That's nearly a 25% drop in only 1 month. When I saw that, I figured that was the first sign that the market was rolling over again. So I started digging through the numbers. What I found wasn't a market crash at all. It was something much more specific. If you own a home in Brantford, especially if you're considering selling it, or you're considering buying a home this year, I think you'll find this information very interesting. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where the market slowdown is happening, where it isn't, and which buyers have way more negotiating power now than they did just a year ago. Because right now, there isn't just one real estate market in Brantford, there's several. My name's Jeff Thibodeau, and I've been helping people buy and sell their homes right here in Brantford for the last 18 years. And I've lived in Brantford my entire life. Every month, I dig through the real estate numbers personally, looking for what's actually happening and what's changing. We're not interested in just repeating the tired old headlines we read everywhere else. So if you're planning a move in the next year and you'd like to talk through your situation, please don't hesitate to reach out for a one-on-one conversation. Okay, over the last month, I kept hearing the same thing. Showings felt slower, open houses were quieter, and the agents were saying our phones just aren't ringing as much. The market, well, it felt a little different. So then I went and I looked at the actual numbers. 1 month ago, Brantford was selling about 30 homes per week. Last week, that fell to just 22 sales. And that's the thing that everyone's feeling. So the obvious question is the market slowing down again? Whenever something looks like it's changing in the real estate market, the first thing we want to do is go and find the data and check, is this a new phenomenon or have we seen a pattern like this before? So I pulled up this July against last July. Honestly, I was expecting this month's numbers to look way worse, but they didn't. The 2 years are looking very similar to each other. And every summer we see a similar pattern. The spring market, it winds down. Families who were keen on being moved before the school year starts have already made their transactions. And a large group of people focus on summer vacation versus house hunting. So the sales activity naturally slows down. So that drop in the weekly sales we were feeling, that's mostly just July doing what July does every year. I almost stopped right there and didn't even make this video. Actually thought for a second, okay, that's probably the whole story. But then I dug a little deeper and I noticed something that I really wasn't expecting. Every year, the inventory levels follow a very similar pattern. The number of homes for sale builds up through the spring, usually peaks in June, and then starts coming back down in the summer months. Except this year, that hasn't happened. Instead of the inventory rolling over, it's actually still climbing. Right now, there are almost 600 homes for sale in Brantford. And that's the highest number we've seen all year. Now, the interesting part is why this number is still growing. And it isn't because a giant wave of new home sellers just suddenly flooded the market. When I look deeper in the data, we can see that the new listings, well, they've actually slowed down recently. So the inventory isn't growing because more and more people are trying to sell their homes. It's growing because the homes on the market, well, they're taking longer to sell and they're piling up. So naturally, the next question was, well, which homes? When I broke down the inventory versus the sales by price point, one thing jumped out of the research at me immediately. If your home is sitting at around $800,000 or above, there are actually fewer homes on the market this year for you to compete against than there were last year. So that isn't where the inventory is building. The biggest increase is actually on homes under $500,000. This is completely counterintuitive. The under $500,000 segment of the market has almost 50% more homes for sale right now than they did a year ago. And that isn't even the whole story, because under $500,000, we basically have two completely separate markets. Let's start with condo apartments. Right now, there are 2 condo apartments available here in Brantford. And take a guess how many sold in the last 4 weeks. Well, the answer, none. That's not a typo. The sales have been 0. The typical condo on the market has been sitting there for over 2 months already. And honestly, this isn't too surprising when you think about how a lot of these products were originally sold. 5 or 6 years ago, these units made perfect sense. Interest rates were low, investors were buying them as rental units, prices were escalating quickly. But today, that math is completely different. A lot of these entry condo owners are now looking to sell, but the problem is there's no pool of buyers looking to buy. Now, here's where the numbers get even more interesting. I looked at freehold starter homes, the bread and butter entry point for the Brantford market. Last summer, there were about 50 for sale, and today there are 104. That's more than double. At first, I thought that meant that the buyers must have just disappeared. But the thing is, they haven't. These homes are still selling at about the same pace that they were selling last year. The good ones are moving in under a month. So that's a really important distinction. The demand for these properties has not disappeared. What's changed is the number of sellers in this market has doubled. So if you're looking to buy your first home here in Brantford, you have twice as many choices this year as you did last year. And if you're trying to sell one, well, you've got twice as much competition. These are two very different experiences happening in the same market segment. Then if we move our eyes up just one price bracket and we look at the $650,000 to $800,000 homes, this is the classic move up or larger starter home here in Brantford. The number of sales in this segment is down by about 30% compared to last year. And I don't really think it's the slowdown in the condo market causing this. It's actually a much simpler explanation. Moving from your current home into a bigger home right now will cost your family a lot more than it did just a few years ago. So fewer families are making that upgrade in this market. But here's the encouraging part for the home sellers in that segment. The homes that are priced correctly, well, they're still selling in an average of about 14 days, including their conditional time. That number is actually faster than this same time last year. So the buyers are still out there and they're still very serious. There just happens to be fewer of them. So after doing this deep dive into what's happening right now in the real estate market, I don't think the Brantford market has stalled out. I think there are some parts of it that are jammed up. There's a pileup happening at the bottom of the property ladder. And that means fewer people are climbing up into that next house. But the homes that are priced properly and marketed well are still moving very quickly across all the price segments. And that's a very different story than making some videos saying the market is crashing. So the thing is, if I owned a condo right now and I needed to get rid of it, I would have to make sure that mine is the obvious choice inside of my own building. Trying to price it high and then coming down in little $5,000 increments month after month is not going to get the job done. And actually, if I had the option to just hang on to it and turn it into a rental unit for now, I might consider that. And if I was selling a starter home here in Brantford right now, the main thing is I would remember that I'm up against twice as much competition. The most important lever on these properties is ensuring the presentation and the marketing are in line with what the other competition is doing. The home needs to be priced to win right out of the gate, not test the market and hopefully come down later. And if I was selling a home in the mid-range of the market, I'd actually be feeling pretty good heading into this season. The buyers who are shopping here looks like they're making decisions very quickly. The only thing to watch for here is that the buyer for your property may have a home to sell themselves. And we got to make sure that they're serious about that before we consider their offer. Because the reality is today, if your buyer also needs to sell a home, that's affecting your plans on moving forward. Now, here's the thing. If you're a first-time home buyer out there thinking, is this the time to get into the market? Well, this is probably the most selection you've seen in years. There's about 175 choices in Brantford under 500,000. So you're seeing more options, less competition from other buyers, and more sellers willing to negotiate with you. And we haven't been able to say that in quite some time, especially in the entry part of the market. All this information is one of the reasons I specifically built my website, brantfordhomes.com. Looking at city averages or month-old data really doesn't tell you a full story. Most homeowners want to know what's happening right around them and most buyers need a clear picture of what's really going on in the market. With one free account on the website, you get access to every sold property here in Brantford. And you can dig into my market reports and search by price range, by neighborhood, and type in style of home. This is really important because, as you've seen in this video, an apartment condo seller and a $700,000 detached home seller are completely different situations. So the headline here isn't that the Brantford market is stalled out. It's that different parts of the market are acting very differently. Some segments are slowing down, while others are still surprisingly fast. And that's why broad news headlines and outdated data really doesn't help you right now. The important question isn't how's the market, it's how's my market. So if you're thinking about selling your home and you want to understand where your home fits inside the market right now, reach out. And if you're planning on buying a home this year, well, I think you've got more opportunity than ever. If you want to plan on how to find the best deals and negotiate the strongest in this market, well, I can help you with that too. I'm always excited to sit down with a new client, look at all the numbers together, review your goals, and make a plan. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.